keeping up with the Commodore, 'cause the Commodore is keeping up with you.
The Commodore 64, now in a home family pack. A family pack containing the world's #1 selling home computer.
Masters of the Universe, the Ilearth Stone, and the big blonde and muscular He-Man is the subject of this US Gold licensed game, which appeared on the Commodore 64 all the way back in 1987. As we're all very well aware, He-Man, whose real identity is that of the wimpy Prince Adam, is the guardian of all Eternia. Once the big fella grabs his sword and cries, "The power of Grayskull!" Boom! Instant suntan, pop on some sadomasochistic leather, and it's time to head off to save Eternia from the evil forces of Skeletor.
What?
Formerly appearing in the game Masters of the Universe, also on the channel. This time the game takes the form of a platform-style arcade adventure, incorporating both scrolling and flip-screen style gameplay. Once more, you have to save your home planet, but it's not going to be easy, as Skeletor has discovered the all-powerful Ilearth Stone, whose magic has given the bony nemesis total power to overrun your home at Castle Grayskull.
I feel so much better when I do something bad.
So, logically, you've been tasked with destroying this stone and returning peace and tranquility once more. Huzzah! As everyone knows, He-Man has the power. In this game, those powers come in the form of jumping around the place and carving up the bad guys with your sword. Incredibly and astutely named the Power Sword. However, destroying the stone won't be a simple case of just stabbing it with your sword. First, you must release your clumsy little magical friend, Orko, for only Orko's magic can turn the sword into the Atom Smasher, giving it the capabilities and abilities to become even more powerful enough to shatter the stone for good. Sounds like a fun little adventure, right? Once you've located and released Orko, you'll also need to provide him with the correct ingredients to proceed with his spell, and this is where the usual arcade adventure pick up something here and drop it there formula comes into play. You initially appear in Castle Grayskull, running the gauntlet of Skeletor's clones, seeking out your buddy. Attacking enemies with a deft blow from your sword can be made easier by strengthening it with magic. You can collect icons which enable it to fire bolts of energy, giving you the ability to take out these foes from range. Handy. There is also the platform style element, which, for some reason, always reminds me of the similar style adopted in games such as The Sacred Armour of Antiriad, which was also covered on the channel recently. It certainly has a similar vibe to the Palace Software classic, but it doesn't flow quite as fast. In fact, speed is probably He-Man's weakness, as the action does seem clumsily slow. For a superhero, He-Man in fact runs like his G-string might have been fitted a little too tight on this occasion. Onwards you go, following the treacherous path through the castle, leaping from ledge to ledge and using platforms and spinning elevators to negotiate the rooms and passages, whilst constantly seeking out Orko's spell ingredients gathered from around the castle and its grounds. The status panel underneath displays information such as the strength of your sword, body shield, and also a graphical representation of the items you have collected to add to the spell. Once your shield has been depleted, then the next henchman you have contact with will prove fatal, but you do have 4 lives with which to continue forth. Watch out for falling into pits, water or bushes too, as this will also kill you. I always wondered that as tanned and muscular as you may be, there definitely seems to be a lack of power from his well-known catchphrase, "I have the power." I mean, in the cartoon, the Sorceress of Grayskull gives Prince Adam the Power Sword, which allows him to transform into He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe, and his cowardly pet tiger, Cringer, into the fierce and brave Battle Cat. But in this game, well, you die if you fall into the water. Plop. Then again, I guess if you were immortal, then there would be no fun in the game. This will be a game that arcade adventure lovers may be able to get into, especially if you're already a fan of the He-Man franchise. It also has a very good rendition of the He-Man theme tune provided by the great Ben Daglish. I mean, graphically, it's very good. The backdrops look great, and it does seem to capture some of the atmosphere of the cartoon. It's just the fact that He-Man lethargically lopes around, with the controls sometimes being pretty awkward too. Even simple things like leaping onto platforms and elevators can prove to be an annoyingly difficult task to accomplish. But I'm sure the more perseverant amongst you will find a decent challenge in this. What did you think of this game? Were you more of a fan of Masters of the Universe the movie? Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks for watching, guys. Your continued support drives me to dig deeper into the catalogue of games for our beloved Commodore 64. Stick around for the click through to Masters of the Universe the movie if you want to check that out too. And please, if you're enjoying the nostalgia, then do be sure to subscribe to the channel. Onwards we go then, with plenty more Commodore 64 games to revisit, and maybe even discover for the first time. With plenty more games on the channel playlist to maybe check out, then hopefully I'll see you over in another video. Until then, bye for now.
Ha ha!